Look up into the vastness of the night sky. For millennia, humanity has sought meaning and a sense of place in the cosmos. Above us, a grand celestial drama unfolds, a silent dance of planets and stars. The sun appears to travel along a specific path throughout the year, known as the ecliptic. It is here, in a great belt stretching across the heavens, that we find the zodiac. This celestial highway is a map of time, a mirror of mythology, and a foundational element of ancient astronomy. Within this belt, the sun, moon, and brightest planets journey. The predictability of these movements gave rise to the first calendars and the belief that the heavens could influence life on Earth. The zodiac is a system designed to bring order to the boundless sky. The ancient Babylonians divided this belt into 12 equal parts, corresponding with the 12 lunar cycles within a solar year. This division created the signs of the zodiac. Each sign represents a portion of the sky through which the sun passes. The name zodiac comes from the ancient Greek term zodiakos kyklos, which translates to circle of little animals. This name reflects the figures our ancestors saw traced in the patterns of the stars. They saw a grand procession of creatures and mythological beings. These figures were woven into their stories and understanding of the world, deeply connected to the seasons and cycles of life. Projecting stories onto the stars wasn't unique to one culture. The Babylonians identified their own figures, the Greeks adapted it, mapping their mythology onto the heavens, and the Romans gave the signs Latin names. The zodiac is a cultural artifact connecting us to our earliest ancestors. It represents a human desire to find meaning, to see our stories in the cosmos. The circle of little animals is a testament to our imagination. It continues to captivate and inspire us. Our journey into the history of the zodiac begins in the fertile lands between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers in ancient Mesopotamia. The Babylonians meticulously observed the night sky, driven by religious belief and the needs of their agricultural society. In the first millennium BC, they laid the foundations for the zodiac, dividing the ecliptic into 12 equal portions. This was a monumental intellectual leap, creating a celestial clock. Building upon earlier traditions like the Egyptian decans, the Babylonians refined this concept, establishing a 360-degree circle and assigning each zodiacal sign a 30-degree slice. The Babylonian signs were deeply embedded in their culture and mythology, connecting the heavens to their daily lives. This innovation was a cultural revolution, providing a framework for star catalogues and celestial predictions central to Babylonian astrology. The legacy of these Mesopotamian astronomers is profound, forever changing how humanity viewed the stars. The seeds of zodiacal knowledge, planted in Babylon, soon spread. They travelled along ancient trade routes carried by scholars, merchants, and conquering armies. One of the most fertile grounds for this new system was Egypt. When Alexander the Great conquered the region in the 4th century BC, a powerful fusion of cultures began, particularly in Alexandria. Here, the Babylonian zodiac was embraced and transformed. Egyptian astronomers and Greek thinkers worked together, refining the system. It was in Ptolemaic Egypt that horoscopic astrology began to emerge. Perhaps the most spectacular example is the Dendera zodiac. The Greeks formalized the Babylonian system further. By the 4th century BC, the zodiac was a well-established part of Greek astronomical thought. They replaced the Babylonian names with figures from their own mythology. Ptolemy cemented the zodiac's place in the Western tradition. His works became the foundational texts, spreading the concept throughout the Roman Empire. Ptolemy's most significant contribution was his formalization of the tropical zodiac, pegged to the seasons. The zodiac's influence extended beyond the Roman Empire. Traveling eastward, it reached the Indian subcontinent, where Hindu astronomy developed the Rashi zodiac. Likely influenced by Greek knowledge, it retained a unique character. The zodiac also appeared in Hebrew culture. Some see parallels between the 12 signs and the 12 tribes of Israel. During the Islamic Golden Age, scholars preserved and advanced Greek knowledge, using the zodiac in astronomy, medicine, and art. In Europe's early modern period, the zodiac aided navigation. Mughal Emperor Jahangir even issued coins with zodiac signs. From Babylon to Europe and India, the zodiac spread globally, influencing science, religion and culture. The zodiac begins its annual journey. This is the vernal equinox, when day and night are of equal length, heralding the arrival of spring in the northern hemisphere. This starting point is known as the first point of Aries. The sign of Aries, the ram, represents new beginnings and the primal life force that stirs after winter's slumber. Following the ram, the sun moves into the sign of Taurus, the bull. This is a sign of earthly strength and sensual abundance. Next come the celestial twins of Gemini. This sign signifies communication and duality. The final sign of this first quadrant is Cancer, the crab. It marks the summer solstice and the beginning of summer. This sign is associated with the moon, the tides, and the deep wellspring of emotion and family. As the sun blazes at its highest, it enters Leo, the lion symbol of confidence, creativity, and leadership. Leo is the fixed fire of the zodiac, the heart of summer, embodying courage and self-expression. The Greeks saw the Nemean lion here, slain by Hercules. Leo stands for regal strength and generosity. Next comes Virgo, the maiden marking late summer and the harvest. Virgo is about purity, service and practical skill, orderly, analytical and dedicated to improvement. The Babylonians called her the furrow. Linking her to agriculture, the Greeks saw Parthenos, the virgin goddess. At the autumn equinox, the sun enters Libra, the scales unique as the only inanimate zodiac sign. Libra stands for justice, harmony and partnership, seeking balance and beauty in all things. The Babylonians and Greeks both saw scales here, symbols of judgment and equilibrium. Then comes Scorpio, the scorpion leading us into the deepening darkness of autumn. Scorpio is intensity, transformation, and hidden power, embracing the cycles of death and rebirth. Both ancient cultures saw a scorpion here, a creature of mystery and resilience. Scorpio delves into shadows, uncovering truths and embodying the force of transformation. From Scorpio's depths, the journey continues with Sagittarius, the archer, aiming for distant horizons. Sagittarius is the spirit of exploration, optimism, and the quest for meaning, half human, half horse, always seeking. As winter solstice arrives, Capricorn, the sea-goat, emerges, ambitious, disciplined, and wise. Capricorn climbs steadily, building lasting achievements, navigating both material and emotional realms. After the solstice, Aquarius, the water-bearer, pours out knowledge and innovation for humanity. Despite its watery name, Aquarius is an air sign, visionary, humanitarian, and forward-thinking. The Babylonians called this the Great One, the Greeks Hydrocous. The cycle ends with Pisces, the two fish, swimming in opposite directions but bound together. Pisces holds the wisdom of all signs, compassionate, imaginative, and attuned to the collective unconscious. The Babylonians saw the tail of the swallow, the Greeks, the fish who aided Aphrodite. Pisces dissolves boundaries, preparing for a new beginning with Aries. The zodiac's journey is a cycle of endings and rebirths. Each sign marks a turning point in the eternal dance of light and darkness. The zodiac's mystery deepens with the difference between signs and constellations. Signs are equal 30-degree segments, mathematical divisions fixed to the seasons, not the stars. Their starting point is always the spring equinox, regardless of the sun's actual backdrop. Constellations are the star patterns, irregular, sprawling and ancient, inspiring myths and stories. The signs were named after these constellations, but they're a symbolic calendar, not a star map. This leads to two zodiacs, the tropical, tied to seasons, and the sidereal, tied to the stars. The tropical zodiac starts with Aries at the spring equinox, reflecting Earth's journey around the sun. The sidereal zodiac aligns with the constellations, adjusting for the sky's slow drift. So when astronomers and astrologers disagree on the sun's position, both are correct in their own systems. One speaks of physical location, the other of symbolic meaning. This distinction fuels modern debates about astrology and astronomy. The zodiac is both a map and a story, one rooted in the heavens, the other in human meaning. Understanding this difference is key to unraveling the zodiac's enduring allure. Why have signs and constellations drifted apart? The answer: precession of the equinoxes. Earth wobbles slowly on its axis, completing a cycle every 26,000 years. This wobble shifts the equinoxes backward along the ecliptic, changing the sun's backdrop over millennia. 2,000 years ago, spring began in Aries. Now it starts in Pisces. This shift is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the equinox moving into a new constellation. The tropical zodiac remains fixed to the seasons, so its signs no longer match the constellations. For tropical astrologers, Aries is always spring, regardless of the stars. Sidereal astrologers and astronomers track the actual constellations. The heavens are not static, they move in a grand, slow dance. This celestial drift is at the heart of the zodiac's evolution. The signs' meanings come from the seasons, not the shifting stars. The sky's slow motion reminds us of our place in cosmic time. The zodiac is a living system, shaped by both nature and human imagination. Is there a 13th zodiac sign? Astronomically, yes, the sun passes through Ophiuchus, the serpent-bearer. Ophiuchus lies between Scorpio and Sagittarius, but was left out of the zodiac for symmetry. The Babylonians wanted 12 signs to match 12 lunar months, so Ophiuchus was assigned to neighbouring signs. The zodiac's 12-sign system is a symbolic calendar, not a precise star chart. Ophiuchus is ancient, linked to the healer Asclepius, but didn't fit the neat structure. Modern proposals to add Ophiuchus aim to align astrology with astronomy, but tradition endures. Some even suggest a 14-sign zodiac, noting the sun briefly touches Cetus, the sea monster. These debates highlight the tension between symbolic meaning and astronomical reality. The 12-sign zodiac persists because it resonates with the rhythm of the seasons. Our models of the sky are human attempts to find order in cosmic complexity. The zodiac is a story as much as a map, shaped by both stars and culture. Beyond astrology, the zodiac's path, the ecliptic, is vital to modern astronomy. The ecliptic coordinate system maps the sky, tracking planets, moons and asteroids along the sun's path. Ecliptic longitude and latitude, measured from the vernal equinox, pinpoint objects in our solar system. This system is like celestial longitude and latitude, rooted in ancient skywatching. For distant stars and galaxies, astronomers use the equatorial system based on Earth's equator. But for planetary science, the ecliptic remains the essential reference. The zodiac's legacy lives on in scientific practice, not just in myth. From Babylonian skywatchers to space probes, the sun's path guides our exploration. The zodiac is a bridge between ancient wisdom and modern discovery. Its story continues, written in both the stars and our search to understand them. The term zodiac echoes through modern astronomy. It is used to describe a faint ethereal glow that can sometimes be seen in the night sky just after sunset or before sunrise. This phenomenon is known as the zodiacal light. Today, we know it is sunlight scattering off a vast cloud of tiny dust particles that orbit the sun in the same plane as the planets. These particles are the leftover debris from the formation of the solar system. Observing the zodiacal light requires a very dark, clear night, far from the light pollution of modern cities. It is a sight that connects us directly to the deep history and structure of our cosmic home. The zodiacal cloud is therefore not a static feature but a dynamic system, a celestial river of dust flowing through the plane of the zodiac. Modern astronomers look to the zodiacal light for scientific data to understand the size, shape and origin of the dust particles. In our interconnected world, the zodiac has found new life beyond astronomy. It's part of our digital language, a set of universal symbols. The 12 signs are encoded in Unicode, allowing anyone to type zodiac glyphs. This ensures the zodiac's constant presence in modern communication. The symbols are popular shorthand, a visual language in apps, websites and blogs. Their clean designs suit the digital age, instantly recognizable with rich meaning. This accessibility makes the zodiac more visible than ever, deeply embedded in pop culture. Beyond digital, it inspires art, design and commerce, appealing to our desire for self-expression. People identify with their sign, a symbolic anchor. The zodiac's persistence demonstrates its adaptability, evolving from ancient calendars to digital icons. Its ability to hold multiple meanings ensures its longevity in our collective imagination. Our journey through the zodiac has taken us from the dawn of civilization to the digital age. We have seen how a simple observation, That the sun, moon and planets travel along a specific path in the sky gave rise to one of humanity's most enduring creations. The zodiac is far more than a collection of ancient superstitions. It is a rich and complex tapestry woven from threads of science, mythology, art and religion. Its story is the story of our own relentless drive to find order in the cosmos and to see our own lives reflected in the grand drama of the heavens. From the meticulous astronomers of Babylon to the Greek philosophers, the zodiac has always been a collaborative project. Each culture that embraced the zodiac added its own unique thread to the tapestry, enriching its meaning and ensuring its survival. The 12 signs themselves are a gallery of powerful archetypes that speak to the core of the human experience. This system, born from the need to track seasons and predict celestial events, evolved into a profound symbolic language. Whether viewed as a scientific framework, a spiritual guide, or a cultural artifact, the zodiac provides a sense of connection. The fascination with the zodiac ultimately stems from a fundamental human quest. It is the quest for meaning. The search for our place in a universe that can often feel vast, random, and impersonal. In the predictable movements of the celestial bodies along the ecliptic, our ancestors found a comforting sense of order. They saw a great cosmic clock, ticking with a divine precision that governed the seasons, the harvests, and by extension, their lives. This belief that we are part of a larger, meaningful pattern is a powerful and deeply reassuring idea, one that has lost none of its appeal over the millennia. This quest has always walked a fine line between astronomy and astrology, between science and symbolism. We have seen how the precession of the equinoxes has caused the seasonal signs to drift from their namesake constellations, creating a rift between the symbolic zodiac and the observable sky. We have explored the case of Ophiuchus, the 13th constellation, which challenges the neatness of the 12-part system. Yet these apparent contradictions do not diminish the zodiac's power. Instead, they enrich the conversation, forcing us to consider what we are truly looking for when we look up at the stars. Are we seeking a literal roadmap of our destiny, or a symbolic language that helps us navigate our inner world? The enduring popularity of the zodiac in the modern world suggests the latter. In an age of scientific certainty, we still crave the power of myth and metaphor. The zodiac provides a framework for self-reflection, a set of archetypes that can illuminate our strengths, our challenges, and our relationships with others. It offers not rigid predictions, but a richer vocabulary for the story of our own lives, a story that we are ultimately responsible for writing ourselves. The zodiac, then, is a testament to our dual nature. We are creatures of logic and reason, capable of calculating the wobble of our planet over 26,000 years. But we are also creatures of story and symbol who see a great lion in a scattered pattern of stars and find meaning in the cycle of the seasons. The zodiac endures because it satisfies both sides of our character. It is a system rooted in careful observation of the natural world, which has been elevated into a magnificent work of collective imagination. It is a bridge between the world as it is and the world as we need it to be. Our own journey is now coming to a close, but the zodiac continues its endless cycle through the heavens. It remains a silent and majestic presence in our skies, visible in the path of the sun by day and the constellations by night. It is present in the scientific coordinate systems that guide our probes to distant planets and in the ethereal glow of the zodiacal light. It is encoded in our digital devices and woven into the fabric of our popular culture. The circle of little animals is all around us, a constant echo of our ancient past and a living part of our modern world. From the clay tablets of Babylon to the screen of your smartphone, the zodiac has proven to be one of the most resilient ideas ever conceived. Its legacy is not written in stone, but in the stars themselves, and in the human imagination that continues to find inspiration there. It reminds us that for thousands of years, to look up at the night sky was to look into a storybook, a calendar, and a map of the divine. This profound sense of connection is perhaps the zodiac's greatest gift. The story of the zodiac is, in the end, the story of us. Whether you see it as science, myth, or a simple source of fascination, its power is undeniable. It encourages us to look up, to wonder, and to contemplate the magnificent clockwork of the universe.